A few years before my grandmother passed away, I had the privilege of caring for her for like a month. So she came into my home and, just doing everyday life with her. And on one of these, just regular normal days, she had had, I think it was breakfast she had, and I had served her like the canned milk. And when she had finished eating, she got up, took her tray. I was going to the kitchen and I was just watching what she was doing. And then she had the milk and she put the milk back in the cupboard, not the refrigerator. And my heart fell in so many pieces. It just broke. And that was the first time I realized that she was starting to have some form of memory problems. And she didn't realize what she had done. And she did all the things and went back to the living room. My grandmother eventually passed away in 2020. And you never get over things like that. And she was the most kindest, most beautiful, just loving. To her, I was the most amazing granddaughter ever. And just thinking and reflecting on her own personal health journey, I often wonder what I would have done differently if I know what I know now. I most definitely would have arranged a comprehensive health assessment for her. I would have checked her vitamin B12 levels, her thyroid function. I would have checked if she was anemic. I would have reviewed all of her medications. I would have checked her blood pressure. I think I checked her blood pressure at the time. But yeah, it would have definitely been on the list. I would have screened for diabetes and looked for other conditions that could affect her memory and her brain health. Would it have changed the outcome? I probably would never know. I do know is that if you never look, you would never know. And we know for certain that not every memory problem is because of a vitamin B12 deficiency, and that not every person with dementia has a B12 deficiency. But we do know that vitamin B12 deficiency is one of the most treatable causes for memory problems, and it's definitely something that we can check. And the same is true for chronic illnesses like high blood pressure, diabetes, and thyroid disease, all of which can affect brain health over time. We are not all going to live forever. But one of my biggest passions is that while we're here, we live our best life. I want us to live well. I want you and me to be present for the people that we love, not just here, properly present. I want us to protect our bodies. I want us to protect our minds as long as we possibly can. So today, I am asking you to do one thing for me. Call your mom, call your dad, call your grandparents if you are still blessed to have them, and ask them when they last had a real health check, not just the random ones, just a proper comprehensive health check. And ask them specifically if they've had their vitamin B12 checked. Ask them what their blood pressure is and if it's under control. Ask them if they're diabetic. And if you've noticed that they are becoming more forgetful, don't just assume that it's because they're getting older. Encourage them to see their doctor and have a proper assessment. There are many